Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Q2 Paranormal. Give us a thumbs up. Brittany, let us know if you can hear us, please. Hopefully, because we're testing out a new thing over here. Nice to see your faces. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Thank you. I love it too. Can everybody hear us? Hopefully, they can hear us. I'm not sure. We hear you. And the applause. All right, cool. Woo. So we got this fancy board over here that Chris is going to be controlling tonight. We're going to play. He's going to be annoying. He's going to be annoying with this tonight. I can already tell. Hi, Crystal. Len Freeman's in the room. We got Missy, Brittany, Laura, Crystal. If I haven't already said you, Brittany, if you can tag Michaela, she might be working though. So if you're in the room right now, say hello to us. I will get you in the drawing for being in attendance tonight. If you share this live feed tonight on your wall, then you will also be entered a second time for our drawing. And what are we giving away?
Nada.
Knocking stuff over here. We are giving away 2 of these guys. The Prism LED wireless speakers. So we're giving away 2 of these to 2 lucky people. All you have to do is be here and say hello or share this live feed on your wall. If you share, please say that you shared so I can get you down here. It is weird hearing my voice in my ears, like this headset. The vet's here. All right. The vet, I get you in the drawing. You know the deal. If you share the live feed, you get entered into our drawing. We're giving away 2 wireless speakers. Brittany asked if it was the one like Billy played at the old hospital in College Hill. It is like that one. It's not as tall as the one we use. It's like a little cube, but yeah, it is the same thing.
Lena's here.
I already have him down, but I got him for sharing now.
All right.
Len won our last Q2 hour prize.
It is on its way.
It is on its way, yes, and he's entered twice tonight as well. So good luck, everybody. Brittany, anybody that comes in after this, just kind of tell them what the prize is because I don't want to keep holding it up. What are you doing? All right. So anybody last shares, let us know so we can get you in the drawing. Now we're going to cut away for just a moment. I have the clock intro I want to play for everybody. If you didn't catch it on our wall, watch this short little promo, and there will be a clip in there of a clock. Take a note of the time on the clock and let us know in the comments after this is over, and you'll be entered in another drawing tonight. All right, so here we go. All right, so we have Laura. We're back. We have Laura. Here's who I have with the correct answers. If you posted on the wall already, we have Michaela, Shannon, Laura, Brittany, Crystal Rose Ross, and Missy. Now we have the vet. If the correct answer was what, 10:06 or 7?
Anywhere from 10:06 to 10:08, I'd say.
Depending on how you looked at the clock tilt is what time you came up with. We'll accept anything between 10:06 and 10:15. Missy, I have you, Devette, Laura, Brittany. You need to learn how to read these clocks, girl. I love you, but all right. So anybody else who wants to put in your clock answer,
Do so now.
yep, do so now. Oh, laughter. Hey, Michaela. All right, so Michaela goes in the drawing. You know the deal. If you share it, you'll be entered into the drawing tonight. And we're giving away 2. Now we're playing a new game called Fright Night as well. Fright Night starts tonight. This is kind of like our Steve game if you guys are watching us over on the Crystal side. Whenever you hear this sound during the live feed, all right, whenever you hear that sound, the first person to say Fright Night gets entered into. No, we're not entering anybody. The first person for Fright Night gets a prize out of our prize bucket. You have the prize bucket?
Nope.
Prize bucket is loaded down with prizes tonight, guys. We like to always have fun on our shows. So, again, if you hear this noise, the first person to say Fright Night gets an automatic prize out of that bucket. All right?
Michaela shared.
All right, Michaela, get you down for sharing. All right, we're going to start the show, so I'm not going to be able to pay attention. Brittany, if you can just help us out on that, I'd be appreciative. Brittany, again, is our still photography. Get ready, Brittany, because we're going to ask you for your input in the show. We're going to talk about some still photography and photography of spirits. So you and Chris can have that little segment to kind of get thinking. Ooh, I scratched that. Sorry. Kind of get thinking what you want to say about photography. Sure, butthead. Okay, so how is everybody tonight? I'm pretty sure I have comments. Everybody doing good? How you doing tonight?
Laura said laugh out loud.
He's going to be doing this all night, I can already tell.
I'm going to make her sound like a man at some point.
No. All right, so how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
Did you have fun today?
Yes.
Yep. You had fun yesterday?
Nope.
Nope. Just today? Today is Friday, so it's awesome.
Yesterday
Yay, Friday,
I mowed all
and
day.
3-day weekend. It's awesome. The vet said she's tired. It's dead at work, Michaela said. Yeah, because there's a festival going on in our area. It's called the Italian Heritage Festival. So a lot of people are going there, I'm sure.
Drunk, angry Italian
They,
people.
they might come see you, Michaela, after they're done at the festival. So, all right. So tonight we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about some of our immediate upcoming things we're going to do. We're going to let the cat out of the bag. We have to get our senses back in shape because we've been off, and Brittany's been not with us for a while. So we got to come back together. And here's the first place we're going to go.
Lynn said,
Do we have voice? Okay. This is the first place we're going to go when we get back together as a group, which is going to be happening very soon. I think we're going to have a couple guests. We are in the search of a new command center member.
post.
So we're going to take him and his mother, Michaela, to this location with us. So it'll be Brittany, Michaela, Cody, Philip, Chris, and I. And we're going to go to Sweet Springs. Chris, would you like to tell them a little bit about this? Because this is your location.
My location.
Yeah, this is where you wanted to go, right?
Yeah.
So, first of all, I do know that Sweet Springs was established in 1773. It's very old. It has a natural mineral spring in it. That the Indians was it the Indians use it?
Raleigh's here.
Oh, Riley, I'll get you in the contest. If you share, you get an extra entry.
Lynn said, "Do I have to fly in as a Ghostbuster?"
Hey, that would be awesome, Lynn. I wouldn't say no to that. I'll have to tell you the story what he's talking about um, a little bit later.
He said he'll play as Dr. Venkman.
Awesome. I wish we could play the Ghostbuster music, but we get in a lot of trouble. All right, so tell us about Sweet Springs.
I know that Brittany better be prepared. This place is very vocal.
Well, everybody better be prepared.
This place is very vocal. A lot of audible noises, mimicking people being touched
hmm
all around. I mean,
So how many floors is it? Is it 3 or
4.
2? 4? It doesn't look like there's
A
4 in there.
basement and 3 actual floors.
A basement and 3 actual floors.
Plus where the actual mineral pool is that they used for medical purposes.
Which is still there.
Mm-hmm.
And we can actually jump into it if we want to, right?
I choose not to.
Who was it that jumped into it? Ghost Adventures? Nick? Yeah.
That was
No, it was Nick and Katrina. What
that
was
was
that show called?
Paranormal Lockdown.
Paranormal Lockdown. So if you guys want to see Sweet Springs and also Fear, Project Fear, they went there as well.
They went there as Project Fear and Destination Fear.
Tell them a little bit of stuff that happened to Dakota and them when they went.
They got ran out of there the first time. They actually left early because something was singing and mimicking everybody.
Yeah.
And started running toward them multiple times.
Yeah.
It scared them and they left.
And what else happened to them? The knock on the front door when they got there really
That was
loudly.
when they returned.
Yeah.
They walked up to the front door and something banged on the door real loud.
Yeah. Something a little bit scary about this place is we will not have a lick of cell phone service.
Nothing. No Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no cell phone service whatsoever. So, I mean, we won't be able to do any lives from there. We're just going to have to go. And we are going to have some newbies there. Michaela, she does pretty well. Oh, she's done it with us before and she did really well. But totally new would be Cody and Philip. I'm sure Cody will go too. Um, but Philip, it's like his tryout. He's going to go and do command center for us and see if he can, hack an overnight at one of these locations because they're really, really crazy places.
Brittany said, "Looking at this place makes my head hurt."
Yeah. So another little known fact about this place is which president was it? A president? Did he build it or did he just live there? It was one of the presidents. I don't remember.
I can't remember. He just visited. He didn't live there. He stopped there. There was a post there at some point for him because he stayed for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I could pull it up, but if I do, it's going to lag the feed down, so I won't pull it up. But I keep thinking it was Roosevelt, but I could be wrong. So Michaela says it's beautiful.
It might look friendly, but
It
it's
is
not.
really, really a really bad place from what I've seen and what I get from it.
This is one of the places I've wanted to go to since we started this.
Yeah. So that is forthcoming. I'll bounce back to the feed here now. So another place we're going to go is next week, immediately on the 9th of September, which I think is next Saturday.
Brittany said this place just gives me bad vibes. Lynn said I'll guess Ulysses S. Grant.
Somebody could Google it real fast, but I don't remember which president. And I was thinking he built it around the Indian Spring, the mineral spring, which people at that time thought that it cured all their ailments, and they would come there.
The minerals in the water, they thought that it was the sanatorium, a tuberculosis hospital, a rest home.
Yeah, 1773. That's might be the oldest place we've ever been. That's extremely old. Yeah, it is going to be fun, and we got to teach Philip how to do command center. So Michaela will be there, and she's an empath, and she did really good at the boys' home where we went. So next weekend, the 9th, the Saturday, I think it is, we are going to be traveling to Moundsville, West Virginia. And we're going to the West Virginia Penn Paracon. I know one of the people that's going to be there is Heather Taddy, I think is her name, Taddy from Paranormal State. Q2 Paranormal is going to be there.
She's on Katrina's YouTube show.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of that though. But this is Moundsville. It's in Moundsville, West Virginia. And the reason it's called Moundsville is because directly across the street from the gates that you see right here is a huge Indian burial ground, a mound. And I have an old picture here from 1910. This is what it looked like in 1910. It doesn't look like that now. The trees aren't there, and whatever that is on the very top
It's gone.
is gone. It's just like a big mound now. There's no trees or anything. But that's what it looked like in
The
1910.
only where that building is that they have there that the natives had placed there right now is just a monument that
Oh,
people can read about.
yeah. So I have done an overnight here before, and I got called some not so nice names in the cafeteria. One of the things I liked about the prison was the murals that were painted all over the place by the prisoners. There's the sugar shack at the bottom underneath. I did not like the sugar shack. They whatever was down there was throwing rocks and pebbles at our face. And I went at a time that my abilities hadn't opened up, so it'll be interesting to go back and now that my senses have opened up.
Lynn said lots of guys who wanted nothing but to get out.
Yeah. So again, this is what the penitentiary looks like. Now, if you look at the very top, you'll see a round like emblem towards the middle top. I'm not sure. Is
It's
that
a
like
clock.
a glass window, one of those
It's a
pane?
clock.
Is it a clock?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's a clock. Paranormal State, Ryan Buell went there one year. He has a fascination with this place. But he did some investigation up there and found a pentagram that was what painted
Painted on the wall
where this
behind the clock, but somebody put plywood over it, like they were trying to hide the fact it was there. And
yeah, it was on an episode of Paranormal State, but he did go up there. He did get through the wall. He did find a pentagram there behind the clock. It's still there. The story goes that the warden of the time had it installed. So who knows what he was doing with that or why it was there. But there is one there behind that clock up
Lynn
the
asked
top.
you a question.
You know what a sugar shack? Yes, I do know what it is, Lynn. I do know what they did. And down in the sugar shack, um, I don't remember his name, but there was an inmate devoured down there because he ratted some of the inmates out. So when he went down to the sugar shack, they devoured him back in the bathroom. So I don't like the sugar shack. It's like a little hole in the ground. It's eerie. It's
Pitch
creepy.
black.
Pitch black. They throw
No
rocks
lighting.
at you. You go down there and you can literally hear pebbles flying across your face and hitting the ground. It's really creepy. And battery drain bad there.
Mm-hmm.
So that we will be doing next weekend. I'm sure we'll be able to go live from that. It's a convention, a paranormal convention that we're going to be a part of. And then we're going to do an overnight investigation there as well. So that's something to look forward to. Hopefully, we don't have a bunch of lag. Right Night
Crystal.
Crystal Ross on our screen. You got it. All right, Crystal. Fright Night. Oh, I thought I gave you that paper. All right, guys. So whenever you hear that sound, first person to say Fright Night on the screen wins a prize out of the prize bucket. So pick something out for Crystal. Oh, I keep hitting that. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's see. What do we want to do for Crystal? I don't. Congratulations, Crystal.
So, congratulations, Crystal.
All right. So what were we talking about? The Paracon. We're going to do Sweet Springs.
Lynn wants to talk about the Indian burial ground for a moment. He said,
Lost
"Do
a
you know
tree.
what tribe or nation?"
What is it? I do not remember. Something also interesting about this place is the mound is directly across the street from the prison, and ley lines go directly in the middle of the mound across the street directly through the jail.
They intersect. They go
Yeah,
two different ways.
yeah, they go right through the jail and through the mounds, which is pretty cool. You sound like you're falling into a well. You're welcome, Crystal. Lynn said loss of feed. Hopefully, we're back for you, Lynn. All right, so some upcoming paranormal shows that are coming out in September for those of you who are like us and like to watch them. Dead Files with Steve and Cindy coming out, and then Asborn. Jack Osborne has a paranormal show called Night of Terror, and that's coming out on Travel Channel next week as well. What do you think about any of those shows?
I like Jack's show.
Which one?
Jack's Osborne.
I don't remember.
Night of Terror.
I don't remember watching that.
It's about his life, things that actually haunted him.
Oh, is it in the UK?
Yeah.
Oh,
When he was a child. That's where the first season was filmed, in his childhood home.
awesome. So those are two shows that are coming out next month in case people are like me and like to watch them. But let's talk a little bit about spirit photography too. Riley, this might interest you if you're still in the room. Um, those of you who don't know, Brittany is doing our still photography when we film. Hopefully, very, very soon, we're going to get on the road and finish that. But I'm going to let you and Brittany kind of take this over and talk about different ways that you can capture spirits because there's a specific way you can get them, right?
Yes. I use indirect lighting.
Indirect lighting meaning, for those who don't know.
Lighting that's not directly on the subject you're shooting, just enough to cause a glow.
Yeah.
That's how I captured the figure up at the boys' home from the 1800s,
Yeah.
Town.
Yeah, and this been documented. You can really like capture full body apparitions quite easily, right?
Yeah. A lot of people put the flash directly on them. I don't use the flash. I use outside lighting. I have a shoe for my camera, and I point the light the opposite way of my camera to where it just creates a glow, and shoot that way.
Yeah, Riley. Indirect lighting, you will get ghost images if you start doing that. It's really easy. Brittany, I see you said yes. What's your favorite way to capture the images when we go out to locations? She has a Polaroid that she uses because ghost images tend to appear on that quite easily as well.
And I also like to use a burst mode.
Yeah, you don't use the flash directly, I don't think, Riley.
And on my new camera that I'm using, it has a non-stop. As long as I hold the button, it snaps pictures within milliseconds. So
Yeah,
I can take 200 pictures in a second. Like
yeah.
30 seconds of my camera is 200 pictures.
Riley said he doesn't like flash; it's too harsh.
Yes, it's very bright.
Again, more than likely, you will not capture anything like that.
Yeah, you see a lot of people, not only are they using flash, but they're using slave flashes, which are even brighter, and it just gets rid of everything.
I have a question. Does anyone know the earliest known spirit photos that were taken? What year the earliest photos were taken of spirits? Anybody can guess? Or what century? Brittany says, I love the Polaroid. It's not the same as digital and it helps show not just a spirit, but it can capture apparitions and it can capture their energy. Yeah.
Let me
Riley,
answer Lynn.
okay.
It depends if I'm taking pictures in the daylight, Lynn. I will use a UV filter. And then at night, I use a FL filter, which is for fluorescent lighting. It keeps it more natural, even though that lighting's being projected to the side of me. It's a natural lighting. I still get the natural image.
Close, Lynn. You're close.
And then also on my other camera, it has an infrared setting, so I don't have to have any kind of lighting or filters or anything.
All right. So to answer that question, 1830. You were close, Lynn. 1830, and it was pioneered by William H. Mumler. So that's an interesting fact about spirit photography. Brittany says that I don't like using our red light as well.
She said I do.
Oh, she does. That does help capture the shadows. Yeah. Riley said that makes sense.
Yes.
What?
I used the red light for a long time, especially like when we were in the tunnels and stuff, because it creates a nice. I don't want to say smooth, but almost a smooth light. There's no glow that really causes lens flares or anything from a ambient red light. Uh, you have to use fluorescence. You know. No, I've never heard of Kenflow tubes. I, I really don't use flash. I just use an LED light,
Yeah. If
and it has its own filters.
you guys see us a lot when we're out, when we're doing videos and stuff, you'll see us with the red light on a lot. And there's a reason behind that. It's not just because we like to hang out in red light. It's because we're more than likely to see spirits that way
Yes.
through our devices, which is
Yes.
what we're really after, is to prove it. Um,
Brittany said, Chris, you put me on the red light when I saw you doing photos at Old College Hospital Hill. I was hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lynn, definitely. I'll try anything when it comes to photography. I've captured quite a few figures, especially I caught one in the tunnel at Thunderation, and I've captured a few at different locations I can't name yet, but I can name the one at Pruny Town. And everybody's like, oh, that's just your shadow in the glass. Well, there's no glass in that window. It was just a piece of plywood.
Spooky. Lynn said he's got to hook us up.
Yeah, with those Kenflow tubes.
Awesome. Fright Night, the vet on our screen. It was you.
Wow, that was quick. It was
Picker.
the vet, Laura, Brittany, and Missy all at the same time.
Our comments might be lagging. You know how we are, but we try to be fair as we can. Pick her out a prize in the prize bucket. This one's coming for you, Miss the vet. Oh, you can't do it? All right. I think you'll like this, the vet. This is one of those thin flashlights. I thought they were so cool. Like they're so thin you can put them in a book. And it might be magnetized on the back. I don't know. I've not opened them, but really cool.
Congratulations.
So congratulations, the vet, on that one. We're going to play at least 2 more times on Fright Night, plus give away these LED cubes for anybody in the room.
Yes.
All you have to do is say hello and share the live feed, and you get 2 entries. All right. Let me write that down. Make sure it's in your box. If somebody new wins, all you have to do is give us your mailing address. We do gift mail outs once every 30 days if you're not a Crystal customer. All right. So let's talk about spirit orbs. Orbs is something that a lot of investigators claim to catch all the time, but there is some debunking that we can do with that. And I want to ask everybody, yes, congratulations.
See what Brittany said?
We should do an SD in the mineral pool. Bring your bikini, Brittany. We will. I don't
You
mind.
go right ahead.
I'm down with anything. I love swimming, but
I'll stand on the ledge.
I mean, it's supposed to be really healing, so I'm down. All right, so I want to ask you guys about orbs. You guys know what we're talking about when we say orbs, which is like the little circular dots that you find on pictures and in video a lot. You see it on the paranormal shows.
Lynn
But
said I lost signal for a moment, guys. I might have to log off.
that's fine, Lynn. We'll be here for about 25 more minutes. We'd love to have you come back. Michaela said, yes, SD, I'm down. You'll be there too, Michaela. You want to bring your bikini and jump in the mineral pool? Nick did it, so. But anyways, back to spirit orbs.
Let me say something. She keeps bringing up Nick jumping in there.
Mm-hmm.
When Nick jumped in there and was swimming around like an idiot,
Mm-hmm.
Katrina said, oh, there's a snake beside you.
Oh, I don't know about the snake then. I might have to say I'm out. Shell doesn't do snakes very well. There's few things that I'm scared of, and snakes is one of them. I don't do them very well. Brittany says, let's go. I don't know if there's snakes, but I mean, it's not going to be like a water moccasin or anything because we don't have water moccasins in West Virginia.
We have water snakes, though, that are poisonous.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure of that. I know we have water snakes, but I don't think they're poisonous.
Okay, you want to argue with the dude that spent time in the woods constantly?
Well, I like stepped on them and stuff, and they never even bit me.
Well, that could have just been a common brown snake. All snakes will swim.
Well, I don't like them, so let's move on from that conversation. All right, so spirit orbs. 9 times out of 10, they're what? That is the question I'm asking you guys.
See, Laura just said all water snakes are poisonous.
What are they? I didn't know that. Well, I've stepped on a few of them. They didn't even bite me.
Well, you got lucky.
I guess because I had no shoes on either. Riley said the same. I did not know they were poisonous.
Yes,
I guess you
told
learn
you.
something new every day. Brittany said I'm not allowed to answer this question. So 9 times out of 10, you guys know what orbs are. And a lot of times when we train people, we have to say that's not an orb, or that's really not what you think it is. But 9 times out of 10, it's just dust and particles in the air, moisture in the air that'll cause what looks to be orbs.
I get so aggravated when people are like, "Oh, I caught an orb," and then they show me the photo, and it's a piece of dust.
Hmm. And one more tidbit about photography, since we're on the subject of debunking. Which paranormal investigator, and he was a paranormal investigator, this might shock some of you. Which paranormal investigator famously debunked early spirit photographers? Anybody know? Anybody take a guess on that? Do you see my answer? Is
Yeah,
that shocking?
not really.
Not that he debunked it, but maybe that he was a paranormal investigator. I didn't know
No.
that.
I know a lot about Houdini. I have a cousin that loves Houdini.
Riley is confirming they're venomous. Who, Lynn? Maybe. I'm not sure who that was. But the answer that I have is Houdini.
See what Lynn
Houdini.
said?
Mm-hmm.
No, the name.
Yeah,
Sir
Sir
Arthur.
Arthur. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laura said she just Googled it. Not all water snakes are poisonous, but a lot of them are that aren't look like those that are. I do know how to tell if a snake is poisonous or not. Their shape of their eyes.
They're slit.
Yeah.
Like a cat's eye.
If they're not poisonous, they're round. And if they are, they're kind of like slanted. They look mean. Yeah. But we don't have to deal with too many bad snakes here.
Right.
Rattlesnakes and copperheads. That's
There's
about
a
it.
couple others, but rattlesnakes are the worst.
All right, so the answer that I was looking for was Houdini. Not only was he a paranormal investigator, but he also helped debunk a lot of spirit orb photos. So that's interesting. Venom is injected, venomous, Riley said. Oh, it's starting to storm here, you guys. We'll give it to you.
That wasn't the noise.
No, but we'll give it to him anyway.
Alright.
That was the sound effects. But on our screen, Michaela, you said Fright Night first. Again, we try. We might be lagging just a little bit. Oh, what was that? Are we on a game show now? Do that again. Hey, if we cuss, we're having too much fun over here, you guys. All right, so pull Michaela out a prize from the prize bucket.
I'll let you pull this one. I pulled the vets.
All right, let me see here. What we got down in here? Something that she doesn't have. I know she has a lot. All right. We are giving you the journal, Michaela, that says you can All right, we're having too much fun here tonight. Michaela, congratulations. You got the journal.
Do we sound good overall? We're
I
not
hope
too
so.
loud or too quiet, are we? Because I can control our mic volume.
Yeah, we're kind of winging it tonight, as we always do. We always wing it. It makes it more interesting, right?
I wouldn't say we're winging it, but it's not set up to our voices
Yeah, we
either.
haven't really done much with it yet. Oh, I keep scraping that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's my butterfly ring. I'm going to take it off.
They said we sound amazing.
Awesome. Okay. So we talked about the ghost dimension. You want to talk about the ghost dimension?
I think you should tell them about what happened after meditation the other night.
Okay. Um, that reminds me, I have a whole bunch of super blue moon water now. Yeah. Okay. So we have a thing where we do meditate under the full moon or super moon. This last blue super moon, we were doing that. We meditated, and Chris in his meditation. I'll let you tell them because it was yours.
During my meditation, it was about, I'd say about halfway through, I saw an image. Like the clouds that night before I went under, let me say this. The clouds were going to the east of us, past the moon. Well, during my meditation, I saw another object going toward the west, toward the moon, hitting it on the left side. And I told Shell about it that night after we stopped meditating. And the next morning, what did you find?
I found a news article that had been written 2 hours prior to me reading it, and it said a meteorite hit the moon, and it was um,
Visible in Japan.
visible in Japan on the same side. He said he saw it and everything. It was amazing. I was like, get out of here.
After we were done meditating, I'm like, I have no clue what this means. She's like, well, you need to meditate on that and see.
Hmm.
And then in the morning, she told me that when I got up.
So I was like, is this what you saw? See? He's like, maybe. So I thought that was kind of fascinating. Yeah, right. Chris continues to amaze me on a daily basis with the things that he can come up with. I'm getting the entries ready. Again, last call to share the live
feed. To share the live feed, we are giving away 2 of these here shortly. All right.
You're just having way too much fun with that. Let me get my entry
Do we
box
know
here.
where it hit?
Um, I'm not sure. The article just said it hit on the left side and it was visible by Japan.
Laura's laughing at you. She sounded a little manly.
I'm sorry. I have my moments, you know.
Brittany said you sound like you belong in Halloween Town.
Yeah, we're having fun with this, but this is the first time we've used it. And
The first night of the blue moon, we meditated for about a half an hour. We sit kind of like this away from each other, but probably what, 2 feet apart while we meditate.
And you'd be surprised with the answers that come to you when you're. And there was a light breeze. It was awesome.
Yes, that breeze was amazing.
I made me a bunch of super moon water. So those of you who come to our crystal shows, we're going to have the facial spritzers with super full moon water this time, not just regular moon water.
Brittany said, God, I miss you guys. I miss being around your energy.
Oh, we miss you too, but not too much longer.
Nope.
We're getting our crap together over here finally. We've been through a lot, so.
Yes.
But we're really starting to feel a lot better.
It was mentally draining.
Yeah.
Everything that we were trying to hold together, and
mostly everybody's been understanding. There's only a few one or two that haven't been, but it's all right. That's on them, not us.
Yeah. Multiple times we warned everybody that at some point we were going to have to disappear.
Yeah.
And take care of Shell's mom on a minutely basis.
Minutely basis. On a minute by minute basis. All right, I'm getting your guys' entries.
I really don't care who got mad about it. I'd do it again.
No.
She was a good lady.
Thank you. She loved you a lot, that's for sure. All right. These are so small. Again, you have to be in here. If we pull your name out and you do not type claim, then we are going to keep drawing. That is the one and only stipulation we have, is you have to be in here to claim it. I'm glad you got a cuss word beeper on there because Mr. Cussy Cuss here. He cusses a lot, doesn't he, Brittany? People don't realize that about Chris. He cusses a lot. and he has a lot of road rage.
I have no road rage. What are you talking about?
Whatever. Brittany, does this man have road rage? How many times did I tell him to put a highlight on? She said, yes, you do. See?
I don't like slow drivers.
I would be like, Chris, put on some highlights. Why would I want to do that? All right, I'm
If
gonna
you
miss them.
can't do the speed limit, they just need to take your license. I'm sorry.
You want me to enter you into this drawing?
No.
Brittany, you are entered into this drawing as well. Sometimes. She said you hate slow drivers. Do we have any questions the last 10 minutes of the show? Any questions that anybody has, what we talked about, where we're going to be, any paranormal questions, photography questions, anything like that?
That we can use this for the Q&A section.
If you have crystal questions, I'll try to answer them. Brittany, I haven't had to drive in like 10 years. I don't even like driving anymore because of it.
When we were camping,
Laura.
when we were camping, she wouldn't even drive, I don't know, 75 yards.
No, because I haven't done it in so long. And our Jeep has a Hemi motor in it. So all you do is lightly touch the pedal and you're like, ooh. But I was afraid I was going to hit somebody in the butt or,
See what Lynn said.
Laura, you drive the way old people slow and soft. Yeah. I haven't had to do it in so long.
Oh, I get to pick Laura.
You
You
get to
picked the
pick.
last one.
Mike drives everywhere. Yeah. Why drive when you don't have to? That's what I say. What?
I wish I didn't have to drive. It was a slow drive home from old hospital on College Hill.
Oh, yeah. Chris had a hard time getting us home that night.
There you go.
All right. This is what Chris chose for you, Laura. Embrace all that is you. It is a All right, so we have given away 4 gifts in our Fright Night game. We're going to do our Fright Night game every Friday night now. It's like our Steve game over at the Crystal Chambers. Yeah, Mike did offer to drive, but Chris won't let anybody else drive. He's like one of those people.
Well,
So.
people created that man. I was in too many wrecks because other people drove and fell asleep when they said they were good.
Freeman
I'd rather drive and stop at a rest area, get out, stretch my legs, and then get back on the road.
Right, Lynn? I used to work at a oil and gas company, and my boss had a 18 karat gold lined private jet that he took everywhere. His wife would get up and get in the jet and go to New York for the day and go shopping, or California. And I was like, must be nice.
I
Wouldn't
can
that be
fly
nice?
you on the drone.
No. No. All right, guys. Any questions? Any questions for us?
Anything you want to ask, period. It doesn't have to be
Anything
about
you want
anything.
to chat about tonight?
If we go over a few minutes, we go over a few minutes.
The vet said she drives so she can yell at people and not go to jail. Right. Well, sometimes it's frustrating out there.
This is what it's like driving.
All right, guys. If there aren't any questions, we're going to cut it out early tonight. We're going to give away 2 of these things here. Let me get them. All right. There's one.
Missy said Fright Night.
Missy's here. All right. Pull her out a prize. We'll give it to her. All right. I don't know where that other one went. All right. There it is.
I'll let you choose Missy. Your intuition would be better with her.
Missy? Mm-hmm. We'll give her the chakra necklace. Chakra necklace for you, Missy. We appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with us.
said Carmageddon.
Carmageddon. Yeah.
You don't want to get in front of my diesel. I have a great big
flatbed.
The
racing game for the chemically imbalanced. Isabeth said love that game. All right, guys. Now, set this up again. Old College on Hospital Hill. Go to our YouTube channel. You'll see stuff, a whole bunch of stuff of us being there. The one that has Billy the Kid in it, if you watch that, you will see one of these. We use it to communicate with spirits.
So. Ours isn't a cube. Ours is
like a tower.
Yeah.
But these are the cubes. Still pretty cool. LED wireless speaker. It will pair Bluetooth with any of your devices, and it does look
Dynamic
pretty.
sound.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's rechargeable, and it says reactive LED lights, so it will move with the sound. All right, so here we go. You have
To be in the room for this. Alright. I'm gonna draw a name. Try not to look. What did you say? What was that? That was you hitting the mic. Oh, I need to stop doing that.
All right, we're gonna stop playing around, you guys. We're gonna do the drawing now. Let me tell you, we love you guys, and thank you for coming and sharing our feed and watching us and putting up with our shenanigans.
They want me to talk. Go ahead, talk. Talk about what? What you want to talk about? What you want?
Oh boy, these people are probably like, get off of the live feed already.
Hey, you gotta be fun.
Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Yeah. When Brittany comes, we're gonna have to get her on here.
Here you go. Draw a name. I shook him.
We'll
this
sing a
time.
song like this. All right. All right. Winner number one. Enough shenanigans. Winner number one. Brittany Del Mastro.
Congratulations.
It was meant to be for you to have one. All right. Second person who gets one. And that person is, can't be Brittany. You can't win two. We got to give somebody else a chance. All right.
Now you have your own for an investigation.
The universe wants to make sure you got that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's Missy Hardy. Thank you again, guys, for sharing and being here and putting up with us. Christmas Gel, Q2 Paranormal. Brittany's in the room as well. Thank you guys for coming. And we will see you next week, guys. Love you.